there's any chat stuff, Dustin will see it. Okay.
Are we streaming?
It should be streaming right now, yeah.
There are people already talking at you.
Really?
Well, no, there was just, I think that was a Twitch notification. My bad.
So I'm Hammond, son of Ramses.
Hammond, son of Ramses. That actually matters because you have a backstory.
Yes.
About
I
your
figured
father.
if I'm going to kill off my father to give myself a good old Bruce Wayne kind of situation, I should give him a name too.
Are we streaming yet?
Yeah,
I think
streaming
we're
already.
going.
Hey, that's what's up. All right, I'm gonna start recording. You ready?
No.
Assume your position.
Let me grab my other sheet. I got a legal pad here. Got a pen and a pencil.
This is crazy. This is like, I don't. This is like Blitz D&D basically.
Okay, one more thing. I just got to double check Twitch to make sure it's streaming and it comes up. So. Dustin,
Hello,
can you
world, if
slide
you're
the
watching.
Tripod closer to yourself. Like I don't know what's in the way between.
Absolutely.
Just so it brings more people into.
That will be a really awkward moment for anyone who's watching the video playback of this.
It's like I swear that wasn't a fart.
Johnny just threw some gang symbols up.
Yeah. the peace
Johnny
sign.
swears it wasn't a fart, but I absolutely farted all over everything.
So here's what I'll do. I'll just have this here,
Cool.
and I'll just turn the volume off.
When smell-o-vision gets invented, you will not want to watch this.
It's weird watching myself because there's like a lag on this monitor.
Yeah, it's like a couple seconds
That's awesome.
in the middle here. Where am I? Oh yeah, it's lag. Right. I'm like, where the hell am I? Oh, there's a. Oh shit.
Is there a way to tilt that at all? Could you like
tilt it up?
Yeah,
that's a
that
good idea.
leg. Maybe.
Oh
that...
wait, you can't. Here, I'll help you. You gotta hold the button to like shift that stuff. Well, shit. That was way too much.
Nice. Now it's Picasso. It's like a little bit askew.
Hold on.
That
Okay.
looks a lot
Give
better.
me a sec.
Though.
Ugh, Jesus, Tyler. Johnny's like, what the fuck, man?
It's so weird. It's like
Are
a
we
time
okay, guys?
machine.
Are we okay, guys? Is that okay? Okay.
Is that gonna make you feel weird looking at yourself while you're playing?
No, it's fine.
Perfect. What a great way! What great music to start this whole thing.
Yeah, right.
many
Yeah,
seconds
it's like the
behind are we?
alarm
I
to
just
start the
shifted
session,
it.
basically. Yeah, don't worry about it too
It's
much.
as good as it gets.
Yeah. Ken, if you want, you could
Can
scoot
you
a little bit
slightly
over.
off?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually great because you're gonna be very mysterious. Like, you can just barely see like the edge of your glasses and face. Okay.
Now you
About
can't
ready?
even see your shoulder, Ken. It's great.
If you want to be even more anon, you can scoot.
Do we
a
I
little
want to
that
be
way.
pretty anonymous.
No, we're streaming,
Yeah.
so do you prefer us to just use your handle or name and
No,
handle?
no. Hey, I am on at Sexual Cabinetry on Twitter, and I make the funny jokes, and sometimes I get blocked by minor celebrities, so it's fun.
All right.
It's true. I am friends with him on Facebook, but you'll never figure out who I am
You're the mysterious DM.
because I'm the mysterious DM.
People.
I'm a disembodied head.
Wait,
That
are
means
you friends with me on Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Okay, because I'm much funnier on Twitter. I don't know why.
That's what.
So-
they say.
Really? Then you must be like 100% funnier because your Facebook jokes are already so funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
I'll start
you.
that in a second. I just want to describe the DM to everyone that's watching on Twitch. So Dustin is like 7'2". He's about 350 pounds, but it's all muscle, just jacked, very intimidating, and tattoos on his face and hands and everywhere.
You know, it's hard to pull off the forked beard look.
But he does
but
it.
He does it.
He
And
really does it.
I think that it is like beat it at the end, like Stevie Wonder's hair is just
Yeah, it's
incredible.
It's very unique, and I don't know how you got so many colors in the hair, but Instagram models would be jealous.
Goes well with the tattooed eyebrows too.
Yeah.
It's really too bad about the NBA. Like, I really thought that contract was going to work out.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, Zimbabwe is not a country that they accept professional athletes from,
Yeah.
even though I learned English so poorly.
And you never developed a jump shot, so
And
that hurt.
why do you need a jump shot if you're 7'2"? You just reach
It's all
up
about
and you
floor
just
spacing
put
these
it
days.
in the basket. I also had Kuroko like passing me shots.
Yeah, so that's you weren't set up for success.
Well,
All right.
While I was in
here's
the
the thing
zone.
about basketball. When you say I need to do some shots, you showed up with a bottle of whiskey. and just proceeded to lie there on the court,
Coach didn't like that.
throwing whiskey in your face. And
This is the first time I'm hearing that this was wrong.
I'm just
I
thinking.
mean, it was the
I'm gonna need some more whiskey to
what
deal
is
with
the
this.
World Series of basketball? The
NBA Finals?
No.
U.S. Nationals? I don't know.
Well, the NBA Finals is for America, but you'd be thinking, I think it's just called like the World Cup of basketball. I am going to start the recording on the podcast, so
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
3, 2, 1, we'll be introing to that.
Wait, you missed all that stuff.
3,
Oh no, the world saw it.
yeah. 3, 2.
What is up, everyone?
Holy
This is
shit.
Tyler, aka Grand Lethal 16, and I am joined by.
Johnny C303, as usual, and we have some friends of the podcast tonight. We have our mysterious DM Dustin, and we also have our friend Ken, but you can find him at
Sexual Cabinetry on Twitter, and I do the joke 'em ups.
and he's a very funny guy and a great D&D player and a great addition to this crew. We are going to be doing a one-shot that is inspired by Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which is what all of our classes are from, us 3 players, Ken, Tyler, and I. And Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, which Dustin, the DM, has mined for some intellectual property for tonight's festivities. So, without further ado, Dustin, why don't you say a few words about what's going on, and then we'll go around and introduce our
Take
characters.
us on a little walk. Take us on a little
Absolutely.
walk around.
My name is Dustin, which is, of course, a moniker. Like, that's not my real name. Like, it would not be Dustin. My middle name is absolutely not the Wind, which would be Dustin the Wind.
He's been working on that.
Yeah, he's been dying to tell that one.
For 29 years, perhaps. We are going to be playing a module that is not a module, it's just something I wrote called the Gleam Guard. Basically, the Gleam Guard have long strived to protect the mortal realm from the constant, often disastrous intrusions from the other planes of existence represented. I don't know if you guys have ever read about the other planes, but I'm always very surprised that they haven't just absolutely destroyed everything and everyone
Overrun the world
that
as
has
we know it.
existed, because, you know, everything in them is dangerous and awful. Anyway, for the Gloom Guard, the work is difficult and very dangerous, but with risk and research, reward can follow. Established throughout the Eviran Kingdom, the title is respected, and often wealthy. A small party consisting of the best and brightest, and led by the mage Kivian Geldaran, was dispatched to research the mysterious towers in the Tildaro Bog. Only 2 letters came back before all communications with the party was lost. One was, hey, we made it to the Tildaro Barrow. The other one was, we have entered one of the 5 towers, found no living creatures, only cogs of smokes, turning perpetually. That was the last letter received. The Gloomguard Council of Elders, you know, the adventurers who had survived more than 2 adventures.
Those elders sound like vets.
Yeah, they are hard vets of the planes of existence there. They were very worried, and they said, okay, well, if we send rookies to investigate what had happened, they're all gonna die. So instead, they chose you 3, you know, the best of the best, the brightest of the brightest, and the most expendable of the brightest and the best that we had so far listed, to go investigate, because they are very interested in what happened, and they are very interested in what these towers represent, because since they have been found, weird things have been happening around them, which is generally associated with other planes of existence invading.
Problematic, to
Excellent.
say the least.
I like weird things.
Excellent intro, Dustin.
So-
That was a mouthful.
Thank you. So, Kivian's party originally was using a hut as a staging area from their comings and goings into the bog of Tildaro. It was an old hunter's hut. He had been kind of exiled from society. He was very sketchy, but he had a nice house because, you know, what else did he have to do? He also hasn't sent any letters, but no one really expects him to have sent any letters because he's not a very sent letteries kind of guy.
Letters are for losers.
they suggest that you start there. O brave adventurers, and really actually the best of the best that this Gloom Guard has to offer to protect the world from the
Peril and
weird
eternal
ass
darkness.
we
planes.
are the thin line.
You are the thin line that separates this world from the next. And every time that the weird world comes in and infects, you just pretend that it was part of your world the entire time.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Fair enough. All right.
Sounds good.
Well, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I am Ramus, the human. I'm a druid. My druid circle is the Circle of the Shepherd. And just a note, we're all level 14. And on a meta level, this is really funny because we all just went straight to level 14, like right now. And you've played a rogue. Have you ever played a cleric?
I've never played cleric in my life.
I have played a druid kind of as a DM in one campaign, but I've never really honestly played a druid. So this is going to be really funny. I've got like 19 spells that I like rolled dice to figure out what spells I would get. I don't know what half of them do, and I'm really excited. And on to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hammond, son of Rancis, from the small town of Roysburg. What was that? Was that an enchanted?
That was a fairy. A fairy singing their.
I think we
their
may have a
fairy
bard
song.
joining the team today.
Hey, listen!
Anyway,
Hey, listen!
I am fluent in the game in Sylvan, which is why I heard that. I don't know if all of you out there are fluent and could hear that as well. We were a wood elf family living in Roysburg, which was a little hamlet of humans, and my father stood up against corruption, and because of it, him and the rest of my family were killed. I narrowly escaped, and I've been living in the woods ever since. And yes, I was finally interested in re-engaging with society and helping out to protect the land against this weird planes of existence and the perils they present.
I will just go ahead and steal, since it is part of my character. I'm also a hermit living in the woods, protecting nature. So that's good, because I forgot to say all that. You reminded me.
So I am playing Brother Legio, who is a cleric. He's a human. He is probably in his, if he's level 14, probably in his early 50s. He is most well known as the village mortician, but he's also he's able to perform most rites. He's pretty much a generalist, but people know that he is a worshiper of Wee Joss, who is a death goddess. But they don't. He's not sinister. He's not evil. He's just kind of a morbid old man that buries the dead, and he's been called out here because he's obviously interested in other planes of existence, and he's from the nearby temple of Wee Joss, so he's very much in the church hierarchy.
Okay. And shall we begin?
Yeah. Let's go. You've traveled for a couple weeks to get out here this far. Like, on the outskirts, things are a little bit weirder than normal, than they would be in kind of the central normal plains. In fact, that's what they call them.
Okay.
They like
say
to
the
think of
normal
themselves,
plains?
yeah, they like to think of themselves as normal because everything that comes from outside is not.
Yeah.
It's touching the edges of the boundaries, the liminal, that is making you feel awfully weird and awfully not good. But, you know, like, you guys are experts in this field. Having been here several times, like, the weird doesn't surprise you as much as the normal does anymore. Like, you can't believe that people live the same way that they do, as the way that the people that are invading.
Savages.
Basically. But you do find the hut. Like, there is a small candle in the window where the hunter has been, where the hunter's hut should be, according to your maps.
There should be a hunter's hut here.
Which it exactly is. It's a little bit more broken down. There are tanning racks hanging outside with bear hides and deer hides and all kinds of hides. Really, too many.
This makes me really uncomfortable as a druid. Like,
yeah,
I'm just like, that's too many hides.
He possibly has been over hunting the area. It's not great, but like at the same time, what might make you even more uncomfortable is that a couple of them are rotting as if he hasn't taken them in. Like, maybe he's not here or other stuff has been on his mind.
Okay, so we can see the hut?
Yeah, absolutely. You're here.
All right, I would like to enter the hut.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should we knock
Do you
first?
knock?
I would like to knock first.
You knock on the hut. It opens, and before you see a grizzled old man, he has scars on his cheeks and forehead. He looks things, and he speaks in a really low voice as if he has had a long-term abuse of cigarettes, even though that's not really part of this world.
Is that him? Is that him
yeah, this
speaking?
is him.
Really gravelly voice.
What's going on?
He sounds like the cigarette deterrent person with the thing sticking.
He has a, like, you shouldn't smoke, this will happen outside his door.
Oh no.
If you don't want to be like me. Yeah.
This man, it's not who we were expecting.
No, like, most of the people that you know from the Gloom Guard are, like, upbeat, like... Except...
Really, you'd think with a name like Gloom Guard...
It's like the Hot Topic bunch.
And you would be right if you had been in the first 200 years of their existence. Like, they were the outcasts, the strays, the whatever, but
Night's
more
Watch.
and more, the nobles have been sending their,
Kids.
their third sons
Oh Lord.
and daughters into the Gloom Guard because, it actually, there's a chance to make a lot of money here. Research of other worlds and other planes of existence and going to these artifacts has been fabulously wealthy, but also very, very dangerous. So they only send the ones that they can afford to lose.
Okay, makes
Twice
sense.
removed from airage.
I'm gonna leave you two to talk to this individual, and I'm gonna step outside.
Certainly. I guess I'd like to ask him, is there anything wrong? Is he ill? We noticed you had some rotting hides outside.
Everything's wrong here.
How's everything wrong, sir?
The mists. The mists are not the same every day. They're different. They've got animals. You shoot them in the heart, and they do not die. They are not animals, except for when they are.
Can I do a perception check? Do I smell any alcohol in the area?
Please do perception check.
Okay.
And I actually do an intuition check. That's more appropriate here.
What's intuition? What's that?
Intuition is generally looking into the mindset of another person.
It's a wisdom modifier, right?
Yeah, it's a wisdom modifier. You're trying to figure out, you're reading this other person for what he's about.
22.
22. He's not drunk, but there is something wrong with him. This guy is a natural weirdo.
He's a natural weirdo.
Like, you saw him at a party and you would start talking about jet fuel burning steel beams, and I do not mean to offend anyone on this podcast. But if I have, I'm sorry. But jet fuel probably can't melt steel beams,
Just saying.
So he's that kind of weirdo. All right.
But
All right.
not so weird that, like, the things that he's saying that he's seen are unseeable. Like, if he's tried to shoot an animal in the heart and it didn't die, you can probably trust that. If he's talking about things that happened 2 kingdoms away with jet fuel, maybe you can't trust him.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop back into the hut real quick, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, there's a guy we were looking for. What's his name, DM?"
Kivian.
Yeah, where's Kivian? Is he here?
Kivian and the beautiful girl, Deliance.
Pretty girl.
They went to the bog, came back. And then they went to the bog again and didn't come back.
That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna step back outside. Thank you.
Yeah,
I want to detect evil and good.
absolutely.
Is there anything here that is either evil or good?
Sure.
I don't need to.
Do you roll for that?
You do not need to
He's a
roll.
cleric. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. You detect he is not evil, and most of the hut isn't evil, but on one of the shelves is something evil.
Okay. What?
Is
Well,
it in shadow or?
what is it?
It looks like a cog. Do you want to approach it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to pick it up?
Yes. Although I'm having a little bit of cognitive dissonance.
Oh man, sexual cabinetry here all week.
As you try to pick it up,
Yes.
it does not feel very solid to you, but you can pick it up.
Okay.
And as does, like, the smoke around the cog starts to dissipate ever so slowly and meld around you. And can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. Hold on. Well, because we're on a stream, normally I would just use an app for that. 4 plus what now?
It's wisdom, so
Your
you should have a
wisdom
decent
score.
modifier.
Yeah. So I've been.
Do you
It's
look
a
at
9.
proficiency, or does that go into saves?
You fail it, so the cog disappears in a mist, and the mana thing says, very hard to get those. He seems a little bit annoyed at you.
Why are you annoyed, friend?
I'd like
Those
to,
are hard to get.
You said that, but why? What is it about that cog that is so hard to get?
Worlds collide.
Worlds collide.
Worlds turn. Worlds connect. Worlds join.
Neato mosquito.
Destroyed.
I don't think there's much more we're gonna get from this guy. Does he have anything valuable on him or in his hut?
You're a little bit peckish, and he has a stew cooking.
Oh yeah. I'd like to do a sleight of hand check on the entire pot of stew.
The very hot pot of stew that is cooking over the fire. You want to do a sleight of hand on?
I've got thick gloves on. I don't know.
You-
Is that not what you meant?
No, you clarified perfectly.
Okay.
Please roll your sleight of hand check.
All right. So just to warn you, I am a rogue. I'm a skill monkey, and I'm plus 15 in sleight of hand.
Jeez. Why?
You nat one. You nat one.
He's like, it's okay, I didn't want to eat it anyway.
Hold on, no. I nat 1. Doesn't that mean like I spilt the entire stew on myself? And everything?
Generally not for skill checks. Skill checks are just your general score. For attacks, nat 1s, nat 20s count, but you can't critical a skill check either.
So I got a 16. I left with his whole pot of stew then, or did I?
You
spill it
left.
You have
everywhere?
plus 15.
Why do you need to steal
I'm a
stew?
rogue. Stew is delicious. It is a good source of protein, and I was feeling peckish, I guess. I don't know.
The pointlessness of the theft is what bothers me. I'm very disappointed in you.
I am a rogue. I am not.
If
a
you're going to
cleric.
steal something, have a point to it.
I'm a rogue.
Okay.
I'm gonna let these insane bonuses go, but I'm
Well,
I'm
I can
definitely
explain-
researching that later.
Well, let me explain to you how this works. I have a 20 in dexterity, which gives me plus 5.
Uh-huh.
I have expertise in sleight of hand, which doubles my proficiency bonus on that skill.
Oh, jeez, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I can't cut anyone in half with an axe. I mean, my strength is.
Do those
trash.
stack? It doesn't matter.
They do. They do. It's beautiful, but I'm not super strong or intelligent or wise, so you know.
Did he get the stew?
He got the stew.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm
But
gonna.
why?
I've got to ask, what kind of stew is it?
It's venison. It's deer stew.
That sounds delicious. Does he have anything else of interest or value that's...
The hide's hanging on the racks. He has a couple of knives that look very sharp
Ooh, sharp knives. Those are always nice.
that he probably uses to hide the things he kills. He's got a couple traps that, like bear traps, you know, the claw, cagey, shut thingies. and he's got a bow and arrows. Those are on his back and on his belt, though.
So you're not very comfortable in your own home.
Whoa.
I just got home.
He has a
It's
bow
been a
on
long
his-
day.
He has a bow on his back.
He does.
I'd like to attempt to steal it.
Go for it.
With
With disadvantage.
I have disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I rolled a 2, so I'm fine rolling again. Why not? Oh, 6 this time. Oh, that's a 9. So 2 plus 15, 17.
So, like, what happens is you go up and you grab it right in the center of his chest. Is like, what are you doing?
This idiot was trying to steal your bow, sir.
Whoa. Can I make a persuasion check?
He's like, why would you do that? It's worth, like, 1 copper.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I made it
Persuasion
after my
check.
last one broke. It's not very good.
Persuasion check. That is a 7 plus.
I'm sorry,
10.
he-
Another 17. But sir, it is broken. I
He's-
just
he's
meant
a-
to take it and repair it for you.
Could you please leave, sirs?
Yeah,
I am
let's go.
Yeah,
very
I just go, I'm
agitated.
sorry
I
about
would
my
love-
friend.
I would love to leave.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry about my friend. He's an asshole. And we
Um,
leave the hut.
I take the pot of stew. I sling it over my back, and I trundle out of the room.
Sleep.
Good usage of the
falling
word
everywhere.
trundling.
Isn't that appropriate? I think that's appropriate here, right?
You make it out.
How many
Be
pounds?
none the wiser.
Out of curiosity, how big is this? Is this like 3 crock pots size worth?
No, it's about 1 crockpot size worth. It's
Sweet.
not a very big thing.
No, I'll wear it on my front. Then are you
He
kidding me?
probably had other meat elsewhere.
Did I take a ladle with me? Can I like scoop into it? And,
Yeah,
like,
the ladle he was using to stir you took with him. It was carved out of bone.
Okay,
Cool.
so how close are we to the bog where these towers are?
You're right next to it. Like, in fact, you'd be in like a quarter of the bog because like the mist here is less.
Mm-hmm.
But like
It's
you're
existing.
looking directly into the thickness of the bog. Like
So-
you can still see like up to like 70 feet here.
So here's where I'm gonna go ahead and commune with nature.
Mhm.
I get to know 3 facts of my choice about the land and area within 3 miles of me, and there's all these different things that basically I can choose to know these 3 facts about.
Yeah, go for it.
One of them is people. So my first fact I want to know is where are the people we came to like rendezvous with, or like, you know, the people that came before us to scout this place and
Is
figure
that how
out-
that works? Like for rangers? Like you know specific people
It's a
in
I'm
the
a
area?
druid, but yeah,
It's
so
probably
it
more
reads,
nature connected.
you instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area. Terrain and bodies of water, I'm not going to be dealing with that. Prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people.
But people would be like in this term civilizations that live in this area, right?
Right.
Not
Oh, okay.
specific people.
That's
that you're
okay.
Trying to find.
Okay,
I can
fine.
tell you about civilizations. I can't tell you about the specific people.
That's
you're trying
fine.
to find.
Scratch that. One thing is influence from other planes of existence. So let's start there. I want to know what plane of existence is like mingling with this area.
The Shadowfell.
Okay.
Mm.
I want to know if there are any powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead. That's like all one category. I just want to know if there are any in this 3 mile area.
I do not think so.
Okay. And then the last thing is, would you allow me to understand the nature of the mist?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a bog. When the sun strikes water,
Oh my god.
Continue.
Oh.
And
I
that
haven't
does that always create
it
cogs?
evaporates.
Whoa,
It's very hot
I have
here.
an intelligence of 8. I'd like to hear him explain this.
No, in fact, you've seen no cogs except for the one that.
Was in the guy's hut, right?
What
was
is
him.
your character's name, Ken?
Legio.
Legio. The cog of mist that Legio tried to pick up was the only cog that you've seen so far. Everything else has just been mist, and you have no reason to doubt that is different than other mists that you've seen.
Okay. I would like to do a lore check on Shadowfell
Absolutely.
realm. What would my modifier be? Wisdom or intelligence?
Oh, Dustin.
History?
I have nature. Would that work?
Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay, it'd be an intelligence. So, 19.
The Shadowfell is a pervasive melancholy place. It's the home of a lot of demonic presences that don't quite belong in hell and just other places. I would generally classify it as a melancholy place. And this is not going to be 100% everyone's version of the Shadowfell, because I know in D&D that it has a very specific meaning.
Mm-hmm.
But generally the creatures that you would expect to be in the Shadowfell are here.
Okay.
I can switch as a feature of my class, I can see, I can sense the presence of the undead, anything nearby that might be undead, within 60 feet.
There's nothing undead.
Okay. Even if it's hidden.
I would have detected it with the commune with
Okay.
nature as well, within 3 miles.
No. There's nothing undead here.
Okay.
How long have they been spending doing this searching or focusing?
A couple seconds.
Couple- Yeah.
Can I eat
I'll
some
say
more
like
stew?
a minute. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to eat some more stew.
Yeah, absolutely. You do. It is fucking delicious.
It is. It is delicious. I am energized. I feel that all of this delicious venison stew that was so caringly made has also possibly given me inspiration. I'm not sure, but I feel like I'm getting there. I'm very...
Absolutely, it has not given you inspiration. Can you roll D20 on a Constitution check?
I knew it.
19.
19. You stomach it quite easily, and you start seeing things in the bog.
Cool. Like things that are actually there. Like this stew has sharpened my...
They absolutely
my
look
awareness
like they're
and-
there to heal.
Well then, I would like to... how far away would you say they are?
500 feet.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Like, actually, you see fog in the way of between you and where you see this creature, but it has 2 heads and it's sloping slightly.
Can we see this creature?
And there's 2 hooks? No, you absolutely can't. You haven't eaten any of the venison.
I don't intend to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Missing out. It's some good stuff, man.
Good thing you stole
But
that
it's a
venison,
really
man.
weird thing, because you see, like, the fog, and then you're projecting on the fog, and the 3 layers in between you, the fog, and the thing that you're projecting on, but there's, like, hooks, and there's this head, and then there's this head. There's a couple heads.
I draw my longbow.
You absolutely do.
Okay. I notch an arrow,
Okay?
and I aim at the head that is not sloped over like this.
All right.
And fire.
Sure. What is it?
Give me a moment. That is that an 18 or 19, Johnny?
That is a 19.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So my proficiency is 19. So it's just Dex plus my roll. If it's range.
Yes.
24 is my attack roll.
You hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Hey, all right. 11. I did 11 damage.
All right.
Did I say longbow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. Well, you know what? 11. Fine. Whatever. It's close enough.
11 damage. It disappears.
All right. That's great. When that one disappears, I don't happen to see 2 more appear in other spots of the bog.
You do not.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So, we need to get to these towers, but I don't trust going through this bog. So, DM, I would like to transform into the biggest dragon that I am allowed to transform into so that these 2 can hop on my back and I can fly us over to the towers.
Can wormlings fly?
Well, a dragon.
A wormling is probably the biggest dragon you're permitted to.
What's the druid rules for what you can transform into?
I was trying to look that up myself. It's been a while since I have transformed as a druid. I will read you what I know. So, your druid level determines the beast you can transform into, as shown in the beast shapes table. So, at second level, for example, you can transform into any beast that has a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower. So, by 8th, you can do a challenge rating of 1.
Dragons are much higher challenge rating than that most of the time.
Is a giant eagle big enough?
Maybe.
I'm having trouble finding that table.
Let's see if I can find it on the internet. Giant eagle.
So is this the part of the podcast where we say you should get a Blue Apron box, or have you guys not reached that level yet?
We haven't monetized yet, so can you make up a fake ad?
I am a part of
Giant eagles have a challenge rating of 1. You can probably do that.
Teledildonics of the Month Club, which is a program where I pay a flat rate of $20. I'm investing into the forefront of teledildonics research, and then when they start producing more of these amazing teledildonics, I will be able to buy into their program. It's not really a thing that's in any way advantageous to me, but I just want to be at the forefront of teledildonics research.
And so make sure that you go to, what is it, teledildonics?
Teledildonics.tv
Go on.
.edu.
And enter the promo code Shinobi for a 10% teledildonics discount.
Yep.
Shinobi means pirate.
Oh,
All right.
interesting.
Learning new stuff. I love
We
it.
did a, that was our fake ad.
Plug.
So I can transform into a giant eagle and fly these dudes over there?
Challenge rating 1, yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So and now I'm an eagle, and I'm kind of like gesturing to you guys, like,
So,
get on.
are you the eagle who sings Hotel California, or the eagle who sings Desperado?
What's that guy's name? Don. What's the lead
Don
singer?
Henley?
Yeah,
Is that an eagle?
that sounds right.
Sounds right to me.
Nobody
America.
who's been alive in the last 20 years can name any eagle. So
You just offended everyone on this podcast and
well,
or Twitch
fuck
stream.
you, Eagles protectors.
My mom would be so disappointed in
Because
me.
There
you
goes our
are what's
Pennsylvania
wrong
audience.
with America.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Yeah, I was about to say this music as I'm
It's
gesturing
a lovely
you.
place.
I'm just like.
So, first
Don't-
off,
no.
I'm not leaving any positive
And
note
we get a
reviews
copyright
to the
strike.
Hotel California. They served me some living cow, which was weird, and
What?
they gave me a knife, told me to try to
Oh,
kill it myself.
It is a very weird song.
I mean, that alone is worth 1 star on Yelp. But
So is this the gibberish story that our cleric is telling when we're on the back?
Yeah,
Of the
Are we
absolutely.
flying? Are we now
You are
flying?
flying.
And he's going
After
on
a
about
while,
this.
from the bog, you see rising up across them are things that someone could have described as towers, but like the awkward angles that they come at, they
So-
go from 30 to 45 to 90 to like
typically,
whatever.
I describe anything that is man-made jutting up at for several
Does not
stories,
seem man-made to
I
you.
refer to as a tower.
Yeah. And, it's going up, but how? That's kind of the impression that you get. And there's 5 of them. And they're very weirdly shaped. Sometimes they go down, sometimes they go up. In fact, the more mass-heavy parts of them, like according to volume, that should drag them, like, not to be standing straight up, like, they exist.
So
Something
these
in
things
the
defy
bog.
the laws of physics, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and they
Which
also
are
look
either
very
before or
weird.
after the laws of physics.
Lots of the jutting parts look like cogs, and a lot of them kind of look like they're turning until you concentrate really hard on them, at which point they stand still.
Interesting.
But when you look away from your peripheral vision, they look like they're moving in circles.
Can either you do an Arcana check or something, maybe?
I'm a giant bird, so I don't know if an Arcana
Can-
check
can
is
you
in
do
the
an
cards for
Arcana
me
check?
right now.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I can't. I don't think I can.
+5, so I fail.
Does anyone want to do a history check for me too of this area?
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, I got a 23 on my history check.
That's pretty
What's your history base?
It's whatever, because it's one of my key ones, so it's 5,
Oh.
right?
In the before time, in the long, long ago.
In the before time and a long time ago.
I love that.
There was like a different race here.
There was like a different race here.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
And I'm not going to use the word race.
because that's
A
racist.
people.
Well, they're not even people half the time. They're like gnome things. And
Wait,
They're
so you're
all
saying
dead
they
now.
aren't
They're not a
people?
race anymore.
They're an X race.
it's a weird word, and I'm not
They're
comfortable
extinct.
with it.
They're extinct. But whatever built this,
Let's say civilization.
That's a good compromise.
no one is alive of the species that built this place. But you know this, and you've seen their architecture before. But this feels different.
I have very intense feelings about architecture. And this feels different than other architecture that I'm used to.
Oh, weird. As he's saying this thing about architecture, I am scanning for an area to land and possibly like get into this, structure.
Almost all is bog, but there is reed grass standing up from like several spots where you feel like you could land and walk towards and possibly into these towers.
Can I make an observation that it is typically quite difficult to build a tower in a bog?
Absolutely. There's absolutely no way that these things should be standing here, in any relation to the laws of physics.
Okay, I'm gonna land in that spot and
Transform back.
So
no, you know what?
how
I'm
many-
actually
how
not
many of
gonna
them are there?
transform back.
5.
Oh, then they're giant fingers.
Oh, interesting.
And they are standing in a circle, so it's like...
I've seen this. I've seen this before. There's a story of my people of a monkey god who tried to escape the confines of the universe, and he got to the edge of the universe where he saw 5 mountains, and he went to write his name on one of the mountains, and it turned out it was Buddha's hand.
Oh, goodness gracious. So
Not again.
What is this Buddha you speak of? I've never heard of this deity.
I am gonna go ahead and transform back into my normal human form, and I guess I'll do a perception check based off of what he's saying to see if does this seem to check out?
It's
is this
just a theory.
is this a giant thing? Is this like a giant?
hand? 5 fingers?
A giant, what would you call an automaton of some kind? Does it seem like it's a...
Roll a perception check.
All right. Best I could do is, would you allow Arcana on this?
Sure.
Okay, because it seems really magical. So that's going to be a 17.
It absolutely could be. Please entertain everyone for 2 minutes.
Okay, the DM is...
This break brought to you by
our good friends...
ballsackrash.com.
and
The only website you need if you have a rash on your ball sack and you need to know what kind it is immediately.
Let me read the copy I've got here. I've been using ballsackrash.com for over 20 years. As most of our listeners know, I am afflicted with ballsack rashes from time to time. And our friends at ballsackrash.com gave me some free creams and salves. And I got to tell you, my rash is almost gone. I've been being treated with their medicines for the last 2 years, and it's going to work really soon. I can feel it. So
Look, I've said it time and time again. if you have a rash on your ball sack, you need to have it checked out. You know, it's not 1999 anymore. You can't just continue your rashy ball sack life. You've got places to go. You've got things to do. You've got people to show your ball sack to.
Okay, you said it 7 times. I think YouTube's gonna shut me down. I don't think this is gonna be a
So
Twitch
you
exclusive.
need to check out ballsackrash.com.
Use
A Squarespace website.
Oh Lord! Well, there goes the.
And use the special code. Ouch! It burns.
Oh goodness.
Who wants to check the chat? I don't want to see what the chat looks like.
Yeah, go ahead. Check the chat. Yeah, let's see if there's any.
Okay.
Let's see what
I
we got
noticed
going
someone
on.
was asking questions earlier when I got back from grabbing a snack. How do I check this? So, how is streaming? I know that Ray's watching. Folks.
Looks like you guys are all looking up rules.
We are checking the chat.
Discussing ball sack rashes.
Ballsack crashes.
Yeah, our kind sponsor, another kind sponsor of the
Dustin,
show.
you want to read off the chat? I can't find it over here. I can't remember how to
Yo, what's going on? Tell him to shh and go away.
Okay, who was that?
I don't know. This guy is Xatar. There was also a person who looks like their Prime subscriber from Rigaroga. Rigaroga? High sexual cabinetry.
Hello.
Hey!
This was all a very long time ago. No one else has chatted for forever because
So
we did
I
not.
must have
A Prime subscriber.
Oh wow.
The first one.
The top of the chat.
Nice.
Shout out to Ken.
All right, so
Someone just retweeted to Ray Perez about sexual cabinetry. FYI.
Oh, am I being Me Too'd? Okay.
Uh-oh.
I know that this guy had suggestive language with a hunter in a cabin in the woods near a bog.
yeah, I do remember. Like it was only 41 minutes ago or less.
Anyway,
This stew is great. I don't know why you guys don't want it.
fuck your stew, dude.
Yeah, screw you and your stolen stew
You guys
too.
have landed near 5 fingers.
You know what? I'm fine with being on 5 fingers. I mean, I took a 5-finger discount on this stew.
I
feel like I
am-
was brought here for a reason.
Trying to find a woman named Rosie Palms, who I'm told is living near here, with her 5 sisters.
I think we found him. I think we're here.
Can you do a D20 roll for that to make sure,
Yes, I
to make
love
sure
it.
that's legit?
Is that a legit? Let's test the.
I can talk out of my ass without rolling, you know.
Absolutely.
Can you? With
It
that
was a
roll?
6.
I don't know if I have to make stuff up out of my ass
What is
without you
the roll
rolling.
now?
D20. What was the
It
number?
was 6.
6 plus 5, whatever my proficiency.
Okay, Rosalita exists, but she has no 5 sisters. It's only Rosalita, and she lives around here.
Oh, interesting.
Which finger did we land on? Was it? I mean,
You landed on no fingers. You landed in between all 5 of the towers.
we landed on the palm.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Is there? I'm gonna do a perception check. Out. Is there an entrance? Okay. Well,
I'm gonna do a
I don't know if there's an entrance. 'cause,
There's 5 entrances, 1 to each of the towers.
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
Do you want to see what he rolled first? I mean, is
No.
that clear? It's pretty obvious.
It must be pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go, gentlemen. Which one?
Well, I think we should start with the thumb, and I will roll persuasion on that.
I'll just. Well, you don't have to. We'll just go to the thumb. You cool with that?
Start with the thumb.
Hey, Thumb, what's up?
All right. We're at
How
the
do
thumb.
you know which one's the thumb? Question
don't.
mark.
Thumbs
He
look
just
different,
he's
know.
convinced that one is the thumb and he's going
You know
towards
what?
that.
They wondered,
And we're
but then I
following
rolled
him.
persuasion.
Roll me a
And-
D6 and tell me what the number is.
6.
It's the 6th finger.
All right, you head to the thumb.
All right, there we go. We're on to the thumb.
You head towards one of the towers, and you enter the bottom of it.
Is the door closed?
No, the door's open.
Okay. Should I check for traps?
Yeah, absolutely.
I check for traps.
Roll a d20.
Please, sir, would you check for
And
traps?
tell me plus your modifiers.
21.
21. You do detect something, like there is a thin wire leading across where your feet would go. You don't know what it does, but it's there.
I'm not sure what to do with that. I guess I can advise all of us to step over it. And then...
Okay, no, I got something I can do. Do we want to be in... Well, I guess some questions here. Do we want to trip the wire, or do we want to just, like, step over it and be on our way?
I'd say step over it.
Yeah, let's step over it.
Continue. Hey, which one of you has the highest armor class?
Are you trying to be stealthy? Guys?
Over the tripwire. I don't know otherwise. I just put
Just in general.
I can lead the way then. Yeah, let's go stealthy.
Okay, all of you roll stealth checks.
Oh.
Do I have to?
You absolutely have to.
I'm plus 15 stealth.
Oh, 16 plus. I don't have any stealth, but that's okay. I got 16.
32.
Yeah, like... What's
Dexterity.
the... Yeah, 19.
Are you wearing heavy armor?
I'm wearing leather armor.
Oh, you're great then.
Studded leather armor?
Studded leather.
I'm wearing... I want to just... For the record, I am a very nature-friendly druid, so I'm wearing studded pleather.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Does his studded leather make you a little nauseous?
When we rolled up to that hut and all those hides were out there, like...
You nearly
Oh,
threw
man,
up.
I was so mad. Ooh.
Basically, I look like Al Pacino in Cruisin', so...
So you step over this wire and into the room, which is very well lit despite there being no lights. Like the it's almost like the fog itself is illuminated by itself. And it is turning all the pieces, not necessarily in order, like some of the cogs that you see overlap within itself. Inside this, like, great kind of maze.
I'd like to, I look around the room.
Do I see anything with my dark vision that I should inform either of them of?
No, not anything in particular. You see mostly the same thing that they do.
Okay.
I'm looking for, like, some kind of entrance to, I presume, like, a walkway or...
Yeah, after you see some observation, you see something that looks like an escalator.
Okay.
Like, not just stairs, but like something that moves up to the next level. Like, basically cogs that are turning up and up and up, like, into the next level.
Gotcha.
It's fine. I've seen Castle of Cagliostro. I know how this goes. There's
I'll
going
mount the
to be a
hogs.
sword fight up there, and then Vincent Price, playing a giant rat, will try to kill us.
All right.
All right, let's
I'll,
go.
I'll take point. Why not?
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm going to draw both hand crossbows.
All right. Can you guys roll me a perception check as you approach the escalator?
Wait, there's an escalator?
It's an escalator, but like all the stairs look like cogs that are turning the wrong way as they go up.
It is
21.
on the escalator again!
25.
12 plus, what is my...
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, then I'm probably fine. Then 17.
Okay, all of you notice that as you approach it and get very within it, there is something standing in front of it that looks very humanoid.
You
Does
look
the
very
duck-
humanoid.
With a staff that has tendrils wrapping around it. And
Can you
in
sense
fact,
Is this evil?
no.
Okay.
Oh, is the staff evil?
But Johnny
Yes.
/ what's your character's name?
Ramos.
Ramus. It's Gel.
Oh my god. Guys, it's Gel. Wait, who's Gel again?
He is the one who convinced you to stop being a hermit in the first place.
Oh, that's right. He got me to join the Gloom Guard.
He got you to join the Gloom Guard. He was part of this party that
Did he
went
always have
out on this
tendrils?
inventory.
I
No.
don't remember the tendrils. Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
The smoke coming out of him, the inconsequential things. He looks like he's standing here with his head down in somber solitude. Like, he doesn't have a good look on his face. He's not looking at you, but, like, for the most part, he doesn't look like he's guarding the stairs. He's just in front of it.
I would like to go up and I'll keep about a distance from about like you to me, like in this room.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna be like, Gel, it's me, it's Ramos. What's going on? Oh, that was okay. That was actually really scary.
I am not Gel.
I aim both of my hand crossbows at.
He dissipates.
Oh, that's
The thing dissipates.
Oh,
Staff
wow.
too?
Oh, my. Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Now he's
okay.
gone? Just like
He's
that?
gone.
Wow.
Well, I am spooked.
That was very spooky.
But the escalators are still there, still with the cogs turning.
Yeah, I gotta just endure this. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna get on these cogs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use
Absolutely.
my acrobatics and fleet of foot to get to the summit. Just all the
I'm
way.
going to walk
Bam.
like a goddamn human being.
So that's
see it.
That's a speed of 50. I think I can get anywhere with that, right?
The things turn around it, and as they turn around you feel like the cogs in your head are turning. Like,
Oh.
you know, like, perhaps you're getting, like, a little bit more anxious about your existential place in the existence. Like, what does it all mean? Where are we? What is this place? Is this a place? As the escalator goes up, you do reach the second floor, and everything around you looks the same, but not. The cogs still spin. They're darker than before. And what looks like creatures are crawling about the floor.
What do the creatures look like?
Horrible things. Like dogs, only instead of heads, they just have giant mouths with very sharp teeth.
Oh, jeez.
Lord. Sounds like the Upside Down. again.
Yeah,
Sounds
this sounds like Stranger Things season 2.
Oh Lord. Oh, those
I haven't seen it, no spoilers.
Okay, I would like to
things.
speak with these
Kinda
beasts.
holy thing you can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not so great with the holy.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, good boy, what are you doing? What's going on? That's it. That's all I get. I can speak with animals. That's all I get.
Do these look material or?
They have 2 legs and they have teeth that extend, like they've got 3 rows of them extending in a circle all the way back into their throat. They're
So
horrible,
I think
horrible
they're
fucking
spells.
creatures.
They
you
don't
imagine?
count as demonic, do they?
No, but they are natural evil.
Okay, well,
Hold on, I have
and
something I can do.
you know what? I'm gonna just kind of try to like
Okay.
tiptoe across
Well,
to the next escalator.
No, I'm gonna point at the dog thing, and it must succeed on.
Dog things, there's
Oh, okay.
16 of them.
Oh. Okay. I
Wait a
can't
minute.
do
These are
anything then.
dogs in essence, right?
I
so
just
you're
tried
a druid,
to talk
aren't
to
you?
him.
No.
I
No?
just
No.
that didn't work.
Do you have any magic?
Yes,
I
I
can
have
shoot
magic.
'em, but I can only shoot 3 or 4.
They haven't
And
done anything hostile yet.
They're clicking their sharp teeth down to the throat.
you roll me a history check.
I roll
Yes.
a history check. Okay.
Please do.
Oh man, I'm not a spellcaster. I don't really have intelligence. Here it goes. Oh Lord, that's not good. 8. That's a 3, right?
Yeah.
8.
I've got a niggling feeling, but not much else.
I would like to do a nature check on these.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like 24.
They're monstrous little wretched creatures. You get a feeling that they're from the Shadowfell.
Okay.
And, like, that... Holy shit, they're from the Shadowfell.
Okay. All right.
They should not be here.
Okay.
Can you do anything to him?
Not to 16 of them.
Well, so I'm just gonna try to. I look at these guys and I'm like, And then I start tiptoeing across the room to
Is
like.
anyone afraid here?
No.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't a person be afraid? These sound horrifying.
Johnny?
I'm not afraid. They're animals. Like, this is my thing.
Everything surges toward, like, all 16 creatures surge towards Tyler's character.
Good thing I
Okay.
have acrobatics and
Calm emotions.
high speed and can dodge anything.
Let's roll initiative.
All right, here we go. A fight.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah, go ahead. Call it.
add 10 to whatever I got.
Yeah, you had a 12.
Wait a minute, I need to look this up. I have something called Ambush Master. I think it may help me here.
I don't think you snuck up on these.
You escalated up.
I don't think they can ambush me either, though. I think there's something here.
So I'm 18. He's 12. Mr. Sexual Cabinetry is.
12.
Do you have a dex mod?
Nope.
All right, 12, and whatever I said for me. I think it was like 18 or something.
Okay, they had 13, so it's going to be you, and then
These
them,
two.
and then Tyler and Ken.
Okay. Hold on just a minute. Okay, well.
Can I just very quickly cast something on our fearful friend?
Not before this combat happens.
Okay.
I go before you.
Okay.
Actually, so I'm just gonna...
Okay, well, I came to cast high level spells, so let's do it. I am going to
Wait a
reverse gravity up
I have
in
advantage
this
on initiative.
biatch.
Can I roll again?
Sure.
So, how big is this room?
300 square feet.
Why did you roll again?
Because I have advantage on initiative.
Oh, okay.
I didn't... I new
30.
That's fine. Yeah, what's your new?
30 by 10.
18.
Okay.
With a +5 to the dex portion of it. So.
Well, I had 18 first, so I'm going first. Yeah, I revert. How much? How big was it?
30 by 10.
30 by
300 square
10?
feet.
So basically, I'm gonna make this 50-foot radius, 100-foot high cylinder like only exclude us three, and then everything else in this room will be within this cylinder, and I guess a portion of the outside as well.
Are you comfortable being in a self-excluding cylinder?
I am.
Okay.
And let's see here.
I mean, that's how you get
All
the
creatures and objects that aren't somehow anchored to the ground in the area fall upward and reach the top of the area or the ceiling, whatever comes first. A creature can make a dexterity saving throw to grab onto a fixed object it can reach, avoiding the fall. Do they have opposable thumbs? I guess they can use their mouth.
Do dogs have opposable? No, they don't.
I don't really look like I do.
If they encounter a ceiling, they would basically take falling damage. And this is going to last for 1 minute.
Okay, have them start gliding upwards and have them stay rooted to the ground.
Okay, how high is the ceiling?
60 feet.
So they're going to need to take falling damage.
Yeah, right, this turn?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, it's
It's
gravity.
1 minute, so
It's not like feather fall up. It's like they fall up.
How much is gravity damage?
Falling damage? I don't know what the official mechanic is, but you're the DM, so it's at your discretion. Whatever you want to do.
I guess I'll have to look it up.
Should I throw some
Well-
caltrops around for them to land on, maybe?
I would say, let's try not to metagame too much, but since he's looking something up,
Yeah, I'll throw some
I think
caltrops
that's the
around
great
and I'll
idea.
shoot a couple in midair. I don't know.
I would probably worry about the ones that can still get to you, but whatever you want to do. I trust you.
26 per 10 points, so 66, I guess.
Was that on your DM screen?
No, I looked up online, and it's 3.5, so it's probably not accurate, but we'll see. 11,
That's the great thing about D&D. It can be whatever you want it to be.
21.
As long as you're not playing in like a large national campaign.
Right.
Because then the little people who want to...
Oh, the half of them that went up in the air came down and they splatted on the floor, exploding their organs all over the place.
Yay, organs!
All
But
right,
there
cool.
are 8
Organs.
still alive and they are running towards...
Me.
Yes.
I can shoot 4 of them.
Well, do what you're going to do.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna shoot 4 of them. So the nearest 4 to me, I'll attack them. Oh, I love this. Okay. I got a... Oh, do I have to roll 4 times for attack, or...
Yes.
18, 25, 18, 27.
You hit all of them.
Okay, D6. 5 plus 5, 10. 10 damage to 4 of them. I don't know if that's a lot in this case.
They all barely die. Like, you hit them, like, just on things, and they, like, keep running towards you.
They've like come
And
to
their
a
heads, like, start bobbing a little bit, but, like, right before they
2
reach
inches
you,
before they reach
they
me.
fall and they slide, like, into you, just barely tapping your feet. Dead.
Well, that's horrifying. And then I'll use cunning action to hide behind either of them. I don't really have a preference since we're all huddled in a behind the cleric. I guess.
Okay. Good call. You hide behind the cleric, the other 4 which are charging him.
Hold on. Let me think. I didn't consider it being charged. I actually have a cool thing that I can do, so bear with me.
Hashtag cool thing.
I
I
have
love
to
it.
look it up.
D&D is full of cool things that you can do.
Hashtag cool.
So, I am going to summon a Guardian of Faith, which is a large spectral ghost thing which stands between me and the things coming at me. You can see that it vaguely resembles a tall humanoid with a sword and a shield that has the symbol of Wee Joss on it. Any creature that moves within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time must make a dexterity save, or it takes 20 radiant damage.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that.
Okay.
So, and it vanishes when it has dealt a total of 60 damage.
What's the save?
Dexterity.
What's
so it's my
the...
spell cat. It's
Modifier.
so it's 5 plus 8, right?
Is that?
So it needs to be higher than a 13.
I'm really unfortunately sad to say that they all make it.
They don't make it?
They
do.
all make it.
Oh, lame. Okay.
Yeah,
So
It stays until it's dealt, so it's
it's
just
there. They just ran past his
Yeah.
sloppy swings.
All right, so there's still 4 of them, and at this point, you guys see what looks like a really horrible figure with its neck outstretching downward in like a 30-degree angle and 2 hooks for arms.
Oh no!
And can you all make a will save?
What's a will save?
It's
Just roll a d20 plus your will.
What's my
so
will?
14 plus
Your wisdom, sorry.
Okay.
So 19?
Is that a 1?
No, it is a 5. And I'm doing this as well.
I have this modifier with him, so that's just a 5.
And what kind of check is this? I missed it.
A wisdom
Wisdom.
saving throw.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm 19.
I'm 5.
You two feel almost nothing. You, Tyler, feel sadness
Oh, okay.
and loneliness
Oh, that's
like you never felt
Since I was
before.
hiding behind him, do I see this? Can it affect someone who cannot see it?
Yeah, you absolutely can
Okay.
feel it.
So I'm sad and lonely.
you're super lonely, and that's when the claw extends out to grab you.
But he's far away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Can
Sucks, huh?
Can I put the pot of stew in front of me to block this? Maybe he'll have some stew instead. My soul.
What's your AC?
It is 16.
A harpoon reaches out and spears through your chest and
That's
pulls you in
Oh Lord.
right next to him. And this loneliness that you felt feels abated. But there's a lot of pain running through your chest right here. Harpoon
What's
you
the
in.
damage?
19 damage.
19.
And you're grappled.
Okay. So I have skirmisher for easy disengage, but I don't know if since I failed the wisdom.
One sec. Also, the cleric, he tries to harpoon you.
Okay.
What's your AC?
My AC is 12.
Oh Lord.
He also pulls you in. So, like, as he's shooting the harpoon at him, he also shoots a harpoon at you. He pulls you both into, like, his embrace. And for once, you feel not alone in this universe. Although, it's really weird.
Oh, I love you.
Let us
Yeah.
kiss you. Kiss you.
Can I do anything?
Not during his turn, but
Okay.
pretty soon. 7, 15, 16, 18, plus 3. 21 damage is done to you.
Okay.
And you're both grappled. And embracing this
Yeah.
creature that is ugly as sin, but is also the closest thing that you've ever felt to family in your lives.
That's fine. I've been alone, so.
Johnny, you are not grappled. But this creature is there and is grappling your friends.
I don't like that. Is it back to my turn?
So you and Ken both go before and Tyler goes after?
No. Well, I mean. Johnny, what's your dex?
I went before you in the order, so is a full cycle of combat gone around?
Yeah.
So it's back to me. Okay, great. I'm gonna transform into a giant boar,
Okay.
and
We're grappled. So if you ram him.
yeah, well, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So I am going to charge the one holding.
Are we grabbed by the same thing?
Yeah. He just
Okay.
has 2 giant hooks.
I'm going to charge the one holding Hammond.
The same one's holding both of us, like in front of you. Like
Oh, okay.
Literally has us both held, our backs to you, in front of him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna charge and try to just like jump through this guy.
They're still 4 wretched.
I'm not worried about them.
Okay.
They can try to catch up to me.
Also, roll a charisma saving throw.
9.
You're overcome by a sense of familiarity. Delian's Betile is wearing her clothes. And she was the most beautiful woman that you've ever seen.
Okay. I see her. What?
Yeah, the one holding your 2 friends.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you might be more angry at your friends that she's holding than you are at the thing holding them.
Oh. Then
Sounds like a terrible.
I'm going to charge Hammond then, because like I'm really mad at Hammond now, and I'm
It's
just
kind of defied the bro code.
Well, I'm sorry. Like this
there's no
girl is
bro.
very beautiful. Like, why are you? You
Lustful
should.
pig just tried to
I
ram
should be
me.
in your spot, getting cuddled with this awesome woman. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna charge him. Do I need to roll for an attack?
Versus AC.
It is What's the modifier on that? I guess it'd probably be strength, right?
Yeah.
But I'm a boar, so
With your dentures of greatness.
with my dentures of greatness, it is a 15. What's your AC?
16.
It does. I miss him.
You miss him. It goes right past him. It like grazes past his armor. But he knows you tried to attack him.
He shouldn't have been on that super fine lass.
And I believe it is...
It is.
Would you say that it is no difficult for me, since I am impaled on a hook, to touch the creature?
You are absolutely touching the creature with more parts than you probably
Okay.
want to.
So
All
I am
right.
going to cast Vampiric Touch, which does 3d6 necrotic damage, and then half of that heals me.
Absolutely. Do it.
So
Why would you do that to your bestie in the universe?
so 1,
Good Lord.
6, 12. So it takes 12 necrotic damage, and then I heal back 6.
All right.
So
And Tyler, I'm going to give you the last action. We might have to continue this podcast later. I'm sorry.
From this creepy close embrace with this creature, I raise both hand crossbows and plug it in the head twice.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna use sneak attack on the first attack.
And there's
Oh!
definitely...
Well, it's dead. Let's just say it's dead. It's a nat 20, and I just hit it
Roll
with
roll double damage.
Okay, so
DM's
10d6.
like, no, it's not just dead.
10d6 before the first attack. Okay.
Here, I'll help you track these.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
5,
Okay.
2, 6,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Okay.
2,
Okay.
5,
Okay.
22,
6,
Mm-hmm.
28,
5.
Mm-hmm.
How many do I have?
33,
You got 2 more rolls.
33,
On the first crossbow. 2,
35,
3. All right.
38.
Hand crossbow number 2. Oh, wait. Oh, and then, so that's the sneak attack damage. And then that is 1d6 plus 5, so I'll roll the actual base one. 1, 5, 6, so add 6 on the first attack. Now to the second hand crossbow. All right, that'll just be 1d6 plus 5. 11. All right.
Pretty good.
Well, it's amazing what you can do at point blank shooting people in the face if they have a face. Does this thing have a face, or does it just have like a marionette blank kind of...
It does. It's
Or had
leaking,
before I blew
It's
to...
leaking black tears, and you can see them more clearly now that it doesn't look like the beautiful lady that you knew.
Okay.
Mm.
Is there much of the entirety of mass still there with these 2 super bolts? I just plugged it.
It looks like more mass than what you remember.
Oh Christ! One of these is a magical. Was a +2. Did that do any like actual legit damage to it or no?
You feel more alone than you've ever felt before.
Oh man. Can I disengage? Using cunning action, I think I can
You
disengage.
can't disengage from loneliness. You'll just be more lonely.
That's okay. So a wisdom.
Trust me,
a
I've
wisdom,
tried.
So I get a wisdom check then, right? Is that what this means? A wisdom check, or do I just have to be in the
You can do.
embrace?
You can absolutely just do a wisdom check if it will help.
It's pretty wise.
15. Is that enough? I think it's enough.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
all alone. It doesn't
And then I ran
affect you
away.
that much.
I ran far, far away and hid in a lonely, cold little hole somewhere.
Mhm.
Until next time. Oh no, I'm so alone. I'm so alone.
All right, are we gonna call it? Is that it for tonight? We can, or do we want to get through the fight?
I think it's cool for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I think
have
that-
things I need to
I
do.
think that it died, and you guys are very aware that
died,
the
nice.
thing that was here was someone that you knew, Delian's Betile.
Hey, I knew Delian's B-Tile.
As did I. She was once quite beautiful, I heard, according to this
She
board.
was
that
part
tried
of
to
the
kill me
Gloom
for-
Guard, and many in the Gloom Guard loved her.
Oh no.
Mm.
Oh no.
And I shot her in
Including
the
this
face
guy.
twice, basically.
Ooh, you and I are we're gonna have some sorting out to do.
But she always seemed lonely to you.
Oh, well, you know.
You're never alone if you have a corpse.
Okay.
Spoken
okay.
like a true mortician.
And
Yes.
not in the
Well-
shaming way, but she always generally took people to her bed.
Oh,
Cool.
no
Well,
wonder she was very popular. Okay.
But
Alright.
she
Foxy.
always had someone. And not in like the super negative way, just in the way that she always felt super alone, and it always made it uncomfortable drinking with her a little bit because she said things that didn't make you very comfortable hearing.
Ooh.
And
What about the dogs? Are those things still there?
maybe they ran off when I blew up the.
they're dead. You were able to deal with them pretty easily, but you do remember, for one thing, Dalliance was part of Kivian's party. And from what you know, he had a very big crush on her. And the dogs were part of their group too. They were trained war dogs that were meant to protect the party from attacks.
Okay.
I feel like we just killed remnants of a prior attempted party to this.
Yeah,
Pretty-
probably.
With a lot of finality here. I think we slaughtered some ex-comrades. Uh-oh.
Things,
All right.
it was it was we only had time to react.
Yeah.
Survivor's remorse.
Well, I mean, is she dead?
Yeah.
Kin,
I mean, all we did was
Wow.
shoot her in the face twice.
double point blank headshots.
I think the correct question is, when was she dead? As the smoke
I
cogs
think she
turn,
was dead before what I did.
Wait, there's more.
as
I
the
mean-
smoke cogs turn in their things, making your eyes turn weird, over, backwards, and forth, and make you feel like all of this is just part of the grand nature of things. Aren't things supposed to die? Maybe. God, how do you feel about this? How does feelings feel?
I think
Ooh.
I think we'll leave it right here.
Yeah, that's
We
a
got
that's a
some
good.
thoughts to ponder.
It sounds
until
like
next time.
we came into this starting a one shot, but it sounds like it's kind of a campaign. So I hope
It's
that's
a one
okay.
shot, but yes.
I wanna. Is it? Is it a one
Is it,
shot?
though?
You gotta wonder now. I mean, I don't think it is any longer. I think
It doesn't
we got-
have to be, but
I think this is part 1 of 5. There's 5 fingers. I mean, we gotta get through here.
there's at least another.
Okay, all right. There will be a part 2. Thank you to everyone that watched, and thank you to everyone that listened. And we'll
Thank
be
you to
following
Dustin
up.
DM and Ken AK Sexual Cabinetry.
At Sexual Cabinetry.
yes, thank you.
I will
Thanks
be
to
your
both of you.
friendo. I will enter your life and
Change it.
I will change it. I will change it for the better. I am a philanthropist. I'm secretly a millionaire, and I'm always looking for the person that I need to invest in. So, yeah, it's probably not you, but you could try.
Sorry.
Johnny, wave goodbye.
Wow, there's been one viewer this entire time. What do I bet that one of you was tuned into the stream? Oh wait, it's that last